Can we just say it? Retirement hits, and women don't slow down, they upgrade. Statistically, women live about 5 to 6 years longer than men, according to data from the Social Security Administration. So basically, retirement is not the finale, it's the bonus season. Men retire and buy a recliner, organize their man cave. Women retire and buy a plane ticket. It's the era of I'm starting that new business. I'm learning Spanish with Posh Teacher. I'm finally writing that book. No, I'm not babysitting every Tuesday. And here's the real power move. Retirement isn't about stopping work. It's about choosing your work. Women don't fade out. They redesign the plot. Welcome back to Stir the Coco. We are happy you're here. We invite you to like and subscribe on YouTube at Stir the Coco and BCTV to continue bringing you great Coco content. Yes, today is Girl Talk. No offense, guys, we love you. You are in for a special treat from Karen and Erica, founders of Lustre, changing the world of retirement. Before we go off to meet our guests, I would like to give an hola shout out to all the female retirees. Hope you're doing great things with your bonus season. Felicidades, congratulations. And if you need ideas, vamos, let's go talk to our guests. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Stir the Coco. I'm very excited to introduce you to our guests today. We have Erica and Karen. They are longtime friends, and they are both lawyers who had fulfilling careers, and then, upon retirement, founded Lustre. And they're going to tell us all about it. Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we want to start knowing what is Lustre. Share, first of all, your journey, what inspired you to create Lustre. Karen, why don't you start us?
I will start. Thank you. Well, as you said, Eric and I were friends. We had practiced law for 40 years or whatever, and then we retired. And we were like, well, this is going to be fun. We're going to do some really good stuff here. And after a time of sort of relaxing and doing very little, we said, okay, now we're going to do something. And we tried to do any number of things, and we were stymied because people seemed to look at us as if we were old and done and should probably sit in a field in a rocking chair and watch the grass grow. And what could we offer them? And it was kind of annoying. And we said to ourselves, what in the world is going on here? And we put on our lawyerly hats and started doing research, not into the law, but into what was going on. And we began to realize the issue really was that people did not know that these retirees, these women in particular, but others as well, have a 30-year runway. We still have brains, where most of us are pretty vigorous. We want to be part of the world. We want to do meaningful things, and we were not going to just wander off into the sunset. So we decided to start Lustre so that we could provide our own selves and also everyone else an image in words and in pictures of who we were.
So when you said image, Erica, is that part of how you came up with this name?
Well, yeah, no, coming up with a name, as I'm sure your listeners appreciate, is just awful.
Oh,
we spent months and months and months coming up with, should it be retired something? Should it have the word woman? Should it be, I have an idea. Karen would go, and she would have an idea and I go, meh. So we went back and forth for a very long time, really struggling, especially with the word retirement. And then when we realized what we wanted it to do was really be reflective of who we are. And Lustre really is about light or glow reflecting. And so unlike a word like patina, which has a connotation of browns and greens and flat, and age, luster kind of glows from within and reflects out. And so we thought we love that word, and we love the British spelling even more than the American spelling. So there we go.
It's like color, right? It looks so way cooler. Oh, yeah.
Right.
I love what's behind it. So that definitely is even motivating hearing that word, for women to come and explore what you have to offer. Many women struggle, and I know personally, people in my life where they retire and they're struggling finding, like you said, purpose, or where can they, what can they find to still feel like they're needed and use their skills. So how do you think luster has helped rediscover confidence and purpose in many of these women?
Well, what we did and what we think is a good way to approach it is we say, and we tell people, you are very accomplished. If you have worked for 40 years or more, you know a lot of things. You know how to do all kinds of things. You have an incredible foundation to jump off and do something different now. And what you need to do is get to work and think about what is it you want to do. Now, not everyone wants to work at all, but most people actually do want some kind of purposeful, productive time in their lives where they are accountable for something and they have an objective. And the question is, how do you get that? And the way to do it, we found, was to talk to a lot of people who are doing all kinds of different things and think about what it is that you want to do yourself. We got one of those long yellow legal pads, and we put on one side, what did we like about our jobs, which was an awful lot of things, and what did we not like? And then we said to ourselves, well, what can we do that will have all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff?
I love that. And I love the legal pad. Being lawyers, very organized. So yes, community is definitely very powerful, and for our cognitive and mental well-being. And what have you seen with Luster? What connections at Luster have changed the lives of your members? Like, have you seen things sprout from Luster that's created more sense of community?
It's a really good question. And the answer is, I think, resoundingly yes. And the reason for that is because when you retire, you're kind of untethered from the institutions to which you were attached for so long, right? You're out on your own. And you feel like you're the only person in the world that is going through this feeling of, who am I now? I feel invisible. I feel like I don't have a purpose. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I going to do for 30 years? All those things you're just going through by yourself. So the first thing Luster really has done, I think, for a lot of women who write to us often, is to say, I'm not alone. As you said, community is important. So knowing that there is a community of women that are going through exactly the same thing gives you a sense of not only well-being in a funny kind of way, but in a sense of community, and I'll get through this. So the first thing I think Luster has definitely done is given people in this kind of unique demographic a sense that it's not uncommon. You'll go through it, you'll mourn, you'll grieve, you'll go through all those things, but you'll do that with a lot of other people around you. The second thing it's done is given people, as I said, who have been dispersed, a community to come together again and not only figure it out, but figure out what we want to do next and do it together. And that Luster, you can do that, find your people on the platform, and people are doing that all across the country.
That's definitely, you found a gap in society that needed filling. So one of the things, like you said, this is basically combated isolation, right? For many women. Karen, how has Luster done that? Helped with the loneliness factor?
Well, Luster has a platform which does many things that do try to combat that. fair amount of it is online, but some of it is in person, which is, of course, critical. Online, we have monthly talks of members where people can talk to each other. One thing about retirement is it changes as you go through it. So it starts one way and it changes as you go on. So people who are just entering the community benefit from speaking with people who are 5 or 6 years in. And we do that in talks online. We also have presentations where people who are expert in one thing or another speak about things that are of interest to our people. And we also have set up a platform where people can figure out where they are in the country, and then they can arrange to meet up in person wherever they are. And they will know before they arrange a meetup that they're meeting with somebody who is going to be like them in some way, that they will be, a certain age, they will have retired probably, or they'll be thinking about it. And they will have done something for a long time. And so, going in, you're going to have something in common. And we do a bunch of other things too, but we do feel loneliness is really a serious problem. And we do think we are trying to combat it.
I think you are. It's incredible. And I know, you mentioned in your platform, you have a member directory so people can connect in their area with other retirees, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. So you talk also at Lustre about travel. Why do you think traveling is an important piece in retirement? And I know you have a whole section, travel list. Tell me about that.
I guess I'll start.
Yes, please.
The Lustre list is unique because it's member sourced.
Okay.
So
Yes.
all of the recommendations on there come from our members, and it's places that they have liked around the world. So you will find restaurants that don't appear in any travel guide. You will find shops that you didn't know existed, hotels that people love that may be small and out of the way. It's a curated list of what appeals to women like us. So that's kind of what the Lustre list is. It's pretty unique. It turns out that women who have time and the ability to say yes, when we said no for so many years to virtually everything, one of the things they want to say yes to is travel. And so part of the portfolio of things that they're doing in retirement is going places, meeting new things, going by themselves, going with friends, going with husbands, going with children, just going.
Yes.
So we serve that population too.
Incredible. And so is one of the most popular conversations that you hear with women are they eager to talk about travel? What are some of the topics that you see women coming in and asking you that they're interested in?
They're interested in a wide variety of things, obviously, but on this, they're of course interested in the retirement thing. When people first come in, many people are pretty dismayed by what is going on. They don't really see what is going to happen next. As you said earlier, their identity seems unclear. They don't know what they're going to do. And it's not easy to figure out unless you have someone to talk to about it. So a lot of what we talk about is that. But we also have other things. We have book talks, which people enjoy. We have talks about various aspects of the government. We talk about the law. We talk about current events. We talk about all kinds of things. And people are very animated. And a lot of the people who are members, we have over 3,000 members. They have all kinds of expertise themselves, and they're doing incredible things. And they talk about what they're doing, and they inspire everybody else.
Wow. So yeah, like also that you have a weekly weekly news with Susan. What's important about that? Why do you have that piece?
Well, we got lucky. One of the very accomplished Lustre members, who is a veteran ABC, CBS news reporter,
Yes.
got in touch with us and said, I miss reporting on the news. And we said, well, how about
We have a seat for you.
We have a plan,
we have
yes.
a water cooler for you? And she said, great. And so every week she does a rundown of the news. And even if you're a news junkie, you will find she is so deep in the weeds, you will find something that you did not know. So it's a half an hour. It's a weekly recap, and has its loyal followers. And she does a phenomenal job.
What a great addition to what you're doing. Yes. So if you have someone that is just retired and feels invisible and unsure, what would you say to them as they approach this next chapter in their lives? So can you both give us a little bit of your calming words or words of wisdom for these women, that there's many out there?
Well, we certainly can. One thing we actually do sometimes is remind women of our generation what it was like when we started, when we didn't know anything about anything, but we wanted to be in the profession, whatever it was, and we wanted to make our way, and we just did it. Now, of course, we have all this experience behind us. So we try to make sure women understand they have assets and resources they did not have when they were very young and entering the workforce. And they can use those assets and resources to fashion an amazing life for themselves. It takes a while, and you have to go through some stages. Like, you have to mourn your job. Most of us loved our jobs, and you have to mourn the loss of that job, and you should. It is sad. But once you get through that part, then you start really envisioning what is going to make you happy going forward, and you start to do it. And that people start to really get animated when they start to see where they can go.
Do you have a story of a member that you've seen, blossom into, this next season of their life?
Erica, you want to?
Yes.
Well, we have a lot of examples of that. We have one
share with
woman
us.
who was a communications executive who, when she was a baby, she wanted to be on stage. And she tried that, but it didn't pay her bills. So she became a marketing executive. And when she retired, she went back to her first love and actually ended up writing plays. I would call them comedies about death. I don't know, Karen, if that's
exactly right.
That's pretty much it. But she got one of them produced on Broadway. I mean,
Wow.
there's another woman who was a very successful creative director at Condé Nast, at Vogue, and at all those kind of magazines, and she is amazing. And she started writing. She has a blog. She is an activist. She has started a museum in a large prison. She is just doing amazing things. Really built a lot on her visual skills and her ability to communicate. So the stories go on and on, really, of people that have realized that this is a time of our life where there's no such thing as failure. There's no fear. I mean, who cares? You try it, you don't like it, you move on. It's not like when we were working and had to be so concerned.
More limitations, yeah.
Yeah, the limitations have gone away.
Oh,
so
great.
you can kind of think about things that you thought you might like and say yes to it, and find out that whoops, nope.
Yeah, and just move on to the next.
And so it's
I love this.
amazing things that you can, when you accept it, as Karen said, when you move on past the grief and into the, wait a minute, I can do this.
Yes.
It's a really exciting new time of your life.
I love this. This is so refreshing. Well, tell us, how can people get involved, become part of Lustre? Because I think this is just a wonderful thing that you've begun, and many people can benefit from this. How can people get started?
Well, thank you very much. Well, the thing to do is to go on our website, www.lustre.net. and you will then get a sense of what is on offer. And join. We'd love to have you. We have members all over the country, and in fact, we have members in other countries. And
Wow.
it's really fun to meet people in your town, but it's also really fun to communicate with someone in Australia and learn that they're going through exactly the same thing you are, which is just fascinating.
Yes.
So join, and we have a very, very large social media presence as well. But to get all the benefits of it, like the talks and that sort of thing, you would join as a member.
Wonderful. When's the Lustre convention? Is there one in New York? I'd love to join you.
It is on April 21st. Yes.
When is it?
April 21st in New York City in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh. Can I go see you?
Conference.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, it's our first one, and we're very excited.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Amazing
Oh my gosh.
speakers, and look out for it. They're for members. There'll be an early invitation, and then for everybody else in early March.
Wonderful. Oh, that's great. In the best city in the world.
That's right.
Yes. Oh, if I could live there, I would live there right now. I'd move. Well, speaking of New York, I have a manzana. This is our apple, and I always have a fun question in here. So I'm going to pull this out. Don't get too nervous. Here we go. So my question, and you can each answer this. If you could host a dream Lustre dinner, well, hello, you're kind of doing that already. So a dream Lustre dinner party with one woman, living or historical, who is at the table? Yes.
Well, I'll give you one name, Marie Curie.
Oh, okay. You have to answer why.
Because she seems like such an innovative and extraordinary woman who's followed her passion to some desperate end, really. But she sounds like a wonderful person, and I'm intrigued by science, about which I know very little, but I think I would learn from her. So I would love to do that.
She would be at your dinner party. Okay. And
This is just weird. The person that popped into my head was Elizabeth I.
Whoa.
okay.
Why?
Why?
I like her clothes. No, because she was so powerful in such a smart way that I just wonder, it seems like the world doesn't change very much in terms of what's necessary and the world's challenges. So I'd love to know how she did it.
That's great. You have great conversation. You would have great conversation. Well, this is my Spanish word for you. It means welcome. And, you'd welcome these amazing people to your table, and obviously welcoming all your Lustre members. So welcome. Bienvenida.
Bienvenida.
Muy bien. Bienvenida.
And what
Gracias.
is the Spanish word for retirement? I think it's a really good word.
Okay, are you ready? Because it involves a little bit of the R.
Yes.
So here we go. Retiro.
Yes. Interesting.
Okay, are you guys want to?
There's another word, but I can't remember what it is.
Jubilar, jubilación. Yes, with the J, jubilación.
Yes, exactly. That sounds like a good one.
That's a good. You want to try it? Jubilación.
Jubilación.
Oh, yes, that flows nice, right? Jubilación.
Yes.
And you are doing great for jubilación. I really applaud you. This is a great thing, and you're really.
Thank you so much for having us.
So thank you for taking the time, and really appreciate you. And,
maybe we'll see you in April.
I'm booking my ticket right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Adios. Goodbye.
Adios.